But in terms of, like empirically what defines a generation, when it comes to millennials and Gen Z, I actually don't think there's like huge meaningful differences, right? There's this
No.
article we found from the Pew Research Center, I think. And the sort of framing of it is, our generation, millennials, a lot of us grew up with like sort of 9/11 being the big cultural moment. And then a lot of us included, sort of came of age in the wake of the 2008 recession. And that had big implications
On the
for
workforce,
your job
yeah.
prospects, right? So I think to the degree that I can empathize or associate with like my generation, I'm mostly thinking of people who were like becoming adults around the same time as me, dealing with
Yeah.
the same sort of economic circumstances, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. Both generations had a different but similar ultimate outcome of a terrible event with
That's
like
right.
an economic recession of some sort. Yeah, and in 2008 there was a huge one.
Sure. And
And
what
as a
Gen Z
result,
has
yeah, and they have COVID
is
and the
COVID
fallout
now.
of that
Yeah.
and the impacts on jobs, education has been like shot in terms of that this year.
So there's certainly a similarity there. And then in terms of like the more like sort of social trends you see in the two groups, it's kind of the continuation of just one straight line, right? So Gen Z is going to be the most like diverse generation ever. They're on track to be the most educated generation ever. Both these things are just continuations of trends you were already seeing from millennials
It's
to Gen
it's
Z.
just progression
This is just the way the
of
world is going.
humanity, yeah.
And when it comes to like opinions on like the big questions of society, like climate change, like whether we can count on businesses or government to solve social problems, millennials and Gen Z like agree on these overarching things, right? So I actually think it's kind of funny and stupid that like this argument is going on over like skinny jeans and things like that, when really we should all just be mad at the boomers.
We should all just band together and get mad at the even older people.
That's right.
But like every generation is always annoyed by the generation that's directly older than them. I don't know what it is, right? Like it's always like, oh, you guys think you're cool, but you're not anymore. That's gonna happen no matter what decade you live in.
But like young people are always going to define what is cool,
Yeah.
right, in society. So to see like millennials in their 30s responding on TikTok to children, being like, no, our trends were cool. Like that is some like the most pathetic thing.
It's really like just who cares? Just keep making your like corporate TikToks. Like that's what's funny. That's what the people in your generation want to see. I like those TikToks. I laugh. There's like workplace humor, work from home humor.
And then like, are Zoomers right about skinny jeans, Christine? Were skinny jeans a terrible trend?
Yeah, I hate
Yes.
them. I feel like I identify more with the fashion trends of Gen Z because it's like comfortable. Can we wear socks? Like just full socks.
Yeah. So anyways, we were born in 1988. We are smack dab in the middle of being millennials,
Can't
let's
even
say.
pretend that we're Gen Z.
But we were interested in sort of asking the audience what they think the difference is between millennials and Gen Z, because I don't think I'm appreciating some significant difference here.
Well, yeah, you're not even on TikTok and you don't participate much in social media like as much as I do. So you're not seeing as much as like what I see. So I think it is important for you to see some feedback.
Is it
But yeah, so I
important?
asked my followers on the Nailogical Twitter, and my followers are a mix of Gen Z and millennials. So on average, I'd say a little bit younger than me. But mostly women, and definitely no boomers. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to like, hey, if there's boomers, there are who listen to me, so we don't hate all boomers. Let me just make that clear. I don't think we can generalize an entire group.
Okay, so let's see what the audience thinks the difference between Gen Z and millennials is.